So happy to have you back.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
It was very exciting for us. The last time you were here, which was the first time you were here, after the show, we have a party for our show every summer, and you were a guest that night, and you came to our summer party, and it was so exciting for the late night staff to have you there.
I got to tell you, being a kid from New York City, I mean from Brooklyn, and my aunt, God bless her soul, she used to always take me to the Rockettes, you know, the Easter show and the Christmas show. So I always came to this area. But I never got a chance to go to the roof of the building to see that view of the city. So I got up there and it was just like, our face was glued to the glass like, I'm at the top of the world. You know? I was like, I guess I should go and mingle and say something.
Well, it was nice. People. Thank you for mingling, and I just want you to know it was a huge step down this year with no Michael K. Williams. So we're going to line you up this year in advance. So
I'll be there. Put it on the sketch.
Now, we've talked when you're here about Omar, one of the great characters of all time on The Wire. Just truly. I don't know if you saw this, but this was, people put this online about the Mueller investigation.
Uh-oh.
It's sort of a meme that's been floating around called Mueller Coming. And this is what, so then Mueller on Omar's head, which makes sense because it does feel like Mueller's coming. The difference is that I feel like people hid from Omar and everybody in the Trump administration is like, hey, we're over here. We're doing dumb stuff over here. So, Omar, again, such a crazy character, but you played it in a way that the writers started challenging you as an actor. And I guess this wasn't originally in the DNA of Omar, but you were given Britishisms, things that were not true to what somebody maybe Baltimore would talk like.
You know, now that I realize that, I'm like, you know, nice going, Dave. But, you know, we were kids when we came to that show. And, you know, I know for myself, I didn't have a lot of success with academically speaking, didn't excel in school and all that stuff. So, you know, it was like a learning experience. You know, I came to this show very green and very immature in a lot of ways. And like David, you know, it's like if you give a kid an opportunity to excel, they'll probably rise to the occasion. So it was kind of like that. And where else would I get a chance to make do tell work in a sentence than on The Wire, right?
Yeah.
Quote Greek mythology and really have it sound gangster, right?
Yeah.
Only The Wire.
Only The Wire. Yeah, that's true. Do tell was not something that I feel like was being said a lot on the streets of Baltimore. But Omar said
we made it work, right?
You did make it work. You did make it work. In Hap and Leonard, you play Leonard, which is also a very character with a lot of contradictions. You are a black Republican, gay veteran. Is it great
who likes country music?
Who likes country music? Yeah.
Yeah. Forget that part.
Is that an exciting thing when you get into a script and you realize all these different elements of a character that you get to play?
It's very exciting. It's intimidating. It's challenging. You know, it's out of the comfort zone of what we may consider to be normal, and you know, which actor doesn't like those types of opportunities, right? Yeah. Leonard is a bunch of walking contradictions, and he goes against the grain. And but mostly what I loved about this show is the friendship. I think that Hap and Leonard, they define what male friendship should look like. It shouldn't be about race or gender. If two men love each other and consider themselves to be brothers and friends, and they accept each other, we shouldn't be judged for that friendship. And I think that that's the main thing I love to explore is reintroducing or exploring what male friendship is in America and what that really looks like.
You obviously have a great partner in this, which is absolutely.